Are you ready to go on a trip? Have you ever gone on a long trip? What did you do to prepare for it? And what did you take with you? Maybe food, clothing, money, or credit cards? I would have said a map, but now you have GPS in your car or on your phone. Maybe any medicines that you need to take. Maybe going on the trip with friends makes the trip more fun. And what kind of attitude should you have? What kind of attitude would you want someone else to have if they were going on with you? Are you flexible? Or do you have an itinerary that must be adhered to strictly? Are you going with a sense of humor? Does the person that may be going with you have a sense of humor? Well, let's take a look at two examples from the Bible. Well, a man named Abraham went on a long trip. From Genesis chapter 12. The Lord had said to Abram, "Leave your country, your people, and your father's household, and go to the land that I will show you." And how did his planning compare to what we listed earlier? God told him to pick up and go to a place that he would show Abraham, but not yet. Abraham, called Abram at this point in the story, left his comfort zone and picked up what he had and set off for who knows where. Actually, God knew where. No GPS, just G-O-D. Flexibility was needed and a lot of faith. Genesis chapter 12, verse 4. So Abram left as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abraham was 75 years old when he set out from Haran. I didn't read here that Abram questioned God about this plan. He was 75. I would guess he was pretty set in his ways. As I read this story, I can't help but wonder how willing I would be to leave my comfort zone and go somewhere that was not even stated or shown. A second example is different. This starts in the book of Exodus and is only a small part of the whole story. The Israelites had been slaves in Egypt for 400 years, and now they were traveling across the desert. They had to leave Egypt in a hurry, so they took only what they could carry, which probably was not much. See, they were slaves. After some time, the water ran out, and they grumbled. And the food ran out, and they grumbled. They even thought it might be better to go back to Egypt and be slaves again. But God supplied the water and food, and a cloud to shade them by day, and a column of fire to protect them at night. In these two stories, how did preparation come into the picture? Both trips were not planned over a period of time. Flexibility was extremely important, and I'm not sure how much humor was involved though. Did not see that in the Bible story. Faith was also a major ingredient. And did you notice that God supplied their needs? So now, if you've crossed the line of faith, or maybe thinking about it, what might be something that would make your journey a success? Money? Food? GPS? Clothing? Or maybe could faith, flexibility, and some friends to go with you might rise to the top of the list? Does what lay ahead make you a little nervous? That didn't seem to enter into these stories. Looking back over my many years of following Jesus, I really never knew what was ahead. But I started on the journey anyway. Faith had a lot to do with it. I like the part of the story from The Hobbit, where Bilbo Baggins had to make a decision whether to go on a journey with a group of dwarfs. He had to sign a contract first. Let's watch this clip and watch how he pondered his decision.
Stop! I'm already late! Late for what?
Did you catch that he said he was going on an adventure? That's exactly what the Christian journey is. It's an adventure. So get ready, prepare yourself, and take the first step, because a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.